Hi, in this video, we're going to look at how to use user settings to configure how you look at your data in Akoonu for pipeline reviews. So the user settings are available in the bottom left-hand corner, the gear, and when I click on it, it opens up a modal with several different options I can configure for myself. The first one here is the currency. This is only here if you have multiple currencies enabled in your org, and you can choose from any of the currencies. So I'll switch from looking at US dollars to looking at British pounds. When I click close and apply, everything in the view updates to now use pounds instead of dollars. So that's the detailed opportunity information, the subtotals, the header information, everything is now displaying in pounds. So that lets you switch to a different currency regardless of what your particular user's currency is set as. The next thing I might want to do is add some additional fields into the list view to look at. So the additional field area on the list view tab, I can select from the opportunity, or I can actually select from related objects too. So let's add account type in. And let's actually add opportunity ARR amount as well. I'll click close and apply. And now I can see that every record, every opportunity that's in the list view, I have the account type and the ARR amount also presented there. Next thing I'm going to do is just tell you about how you can change how the groupings behave. So the first is just how the page itself behaves, which is whether or not you want the first group to open automatically when the page is loaded. You can choose yes or no. And the second is how pick list fields are handled. So when you group on pick list fields, by default, the groups are going to sort by the total amount, but you can elect to preserve the ordering of the pick list values. And then you get a second option whether or not to show empty groups. So just a couple ways to tune how groupings are presented when using pick list fields. For the Kanban view, same thing as I just showed you with additional fields. You can choose additional fields to show in the Kanban tiles. And then the third part is the popover. So these fields become editable in the popover if you have permission to edit them. I have two set up here already. So let's go ahead and add something else from the opportunity. We'll just add one of our example BANT fields here, and we'll take off the generators. So when I close and apply, and I hover over an opportunity, I've got that ARR amount field, and I have the checkbox for whether authority is confirmed. I can click the edit button and make adjustments to the opportunity. So that's a quick look at what you can do as a user to adjust how pipeline reviews works and what data you're able to see. Thank you so much for joining me today.